So King of the Dwarves landed on my desk today, and I looked at it, and I usually would just go, no. But I saw it, and I thought, hey, it has those similar sort of veins as Dungeon Keeper, and I know there are massive fans of Dwarf Fortress out there, so I thought, hey, why not? I'm going to tell you about this game, and maybe someone will be happy out there that I have informed them of it. But either way, anyway, this is King of the Dwarves Underground City Builder. It is a new title. It's published by Game Operators, and it's developed by Tiger Joy, and this is their first slew at game development, or at least under this title. So the great thing about this is that it is a city builder rather than a dwarven management game, and that's what I think I really like about this, because I really do enjoy city builders. I really liked the original SimCity when it came out, and I'm talking about the one that was the modern version of it versus the older one. And having a look at this, it looks actually okay. Now I've got some details, and I mean we've got bits and pieces we can extrapolate from the actual trailer itself. But so the title description reads: build an epic kingdom inside the mountain with this underground city builder and build in a vast procedural generated 3D world. Gather resources, research technology, train warriors, engineers, forge weapons, fight monsters, and manage hundreds of units. Become the king of dwarves. Okay, so I guess I take it back. It's not fully a city builder. It's actually, an RTS that is underground and has those kind of similar kind of feelings to Dungeon Keeper. And I think that's twofold reason. One is the fact that you cut away everything in those kind of like cube-like manners, and also the fact that it is underground and got that kind of dungeony feel to it. Now, all credit to it, the UI looked actually fairly simple, and I gotta say, for an underground kind of strategy RTS, it looks like building things is actually relatively easy on the three-dimensional axis, which, I'm okay with, because sometimes I find that it gets a little bit overwhelming with city builders. And I'm looking at you, City XL. But anyway, jokes aside, in terms of like the grandiose scale of things, I know you build a city, and I know you build armies, and you get attacked by things like orcs and goblins and trolls and all those sorts of things. But I don't know how it actually works in terms of like a wider scale of things. I generally find city builders are like, keep building a city until you are so big you are self-sustaining, or you just screw it up and you die and you recreate it all over again. Maybe there will be a campaign, I'm not exactly sure. I do know that it has been confirmed that everything is procedurally generated, and apparently you can build a mine in every direction, and you manage hundreds of dwarves, including warriors, builders, miners, researchers, smiths and more. And there are also big trigger events that kind of upset the whole balance of things. So you've got earthquakes, there's also floods and a famine of all things. There's also a mention that there's an alliance system in the game as well, but what you actually align with, I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be other dwarf factions or maybe the overworld. So interestingly enough, this is also not the first time that this game has tried to get released, because previously it was also known as King Under the Mountain, and if you Google King Under the Mountain you actually get directed to another game that is also about dwarf management, and apparently that was because they simply beat them to the finish line on naming the game. So alongside development delays, I'm guessing because of COVID or whatever, they just never got round to actually releasing the game. But apparently they're back in full fashion, and now it's called King of the Dwarves Underground City Builder. And I mean, maybe you've heard of the game before I did, but they have promised a whole few things. They've got a complete game overhaul, new types of enemies, there's new challenges and events, they're also enhancing the mining mechanic, and they want to deliver it in 2023. Anyway, so I'm sure the team would appreciate all the support they can get. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I just saw it and like, oh, this looks cool. Maybe someone else want to hear about it. But anyway, if I hear more or I somehow get access to some sort of demo, then I will do an update on it and tell you about it more. But for now, everyone, let me know in the comments what you think of it, and have a great day, and I'll be back with more news soon.